I do want to bring in Bob Bianchi, former prosecutor, host of Law and Crime. So this reminds me a little bit of Ted Bundy when his mom refused to believe that her son would do such a thing. Chris Watts' mom, Bob, is saying this didn't happen. He was coerced. What's your take?
Well, I mean, it's not unusual that a family member looks at somebody that they love. It does a really horrible thing. As a homicide prosecutor for many years, most of the families are in complete disbelief with regard to the fact that somebody they love committed a murder. So that's not unusual. What I do find to be unusual in this case, Susan, again, going back to my prosecutor days, is that I would have required a proffer session with the defendant where he would have sat down in order to be spared the death penalty. He would have spilled the beans on everything from A to Z. We would have known what the motive is, which we don't know right now. And he would have clearly allocated in court, got up and stated, this is what I did and why I did it. The only way he's going to get out of this, Susan, last point, is a belated assertion of innocence is not a basis to withdraw a plea. However, his lawyers didn't do any psychiatric examinations, and the mother points this out. And that could be a huge deal here because maybe he did go into a rage. Maybe there's an insanity defense or a diminished capacity defense. That takes it out of murder and makes it a non-death penalty case. That would be the only sliver of a basis that he could withdraw this plea.
Well, Jean Casares touched on this, and she said that in court they did ask him, and his statement was read saying that, yes, he admits to all of this, but the motive was not found. And I wonder if it would ever suffice, whatever motive he may have made up or done, because I can't seem to find a logical one for any of this.
Yeah, well, you rarely do in a murder case because a lot of times it's not something that we can understand. And while a prosecutor does not need to prove motive in any case, you certainly want that. In other words, to protect the file, to protect the belated assertion of innocence, I would have said to the defense attorneys, and they may have done this, but I would have demanded you come in, go fall on your sword, tell us everything A to Z so I can eliminate all these defenses of insanity, passion provocation, diminished capacity. So this way it's locked up in a box so that if you come after the plea to say, hey, I no longer want to take the deal, which happens all the time, you will not be able to get out of it because we have a very specific statement about the reasons why you did it, and we eliminated all the defenses. That did not occur here.
Bob Bianchi, thank you. Maybe it's his parents' way of kind of coping or wrapping their head around this. Thank you so much.
Yeah.